Hi, Tom Andreas here. Some of you have been having just a little bit of trouble with this particular part. It's the cam, and it is, I believe, part 76. And so with this particular part, it presents a little bit of a challenge, but not really a different challenge than any other part. The main problem that people struggle with is what's the base feature? And as you look at the cam, what you can see is that the base feature is, and I would select the base feature, which would be the back side of this cam. So it's actually a little bit confusing for you to figure out what that should be. If you were to try to recreate all of the geometry, it would be really unusable. And so the best thing to do is to look at the base feature from the back side and imagine what that looks like. And so at this point I will cut away and I will create the base feature sketch. Okay, so now what I have is all of the geometry that goes with this part, with the cam. And so you can see that if you look at what we're trying to do here, which is to create the base feature or the feature upon which we're going to construct other geometry and other features, this is what the back of the part actually looks like. It does not have any of this internal geometry that we will extrude, that we will actually build and extrude next. And so this is where we want to go next. So at this point, what I will do is go ahead and I'll just rotate this just a little bit so that so we can see it, and then I'll tap E for extrude, and I want to extrude it. And so if you look at the thickness here of this base feature, which is this part here, which is section AA, I might add. So when you look at a section, if you look at an A here and an A here, if you were to cut that right in half and look at the side of it, this would be the section side view or the cutaway of AA. So you can see that the thickness of the base feature is 0.25 inches. So I already have it, and I can now hit the check mark. So at this point, what we can do is to create a new sketch here, and now we want to use that very powerful project geometry tool. And so I've just projected all of the geometry, and that will make things much easier for me as I break away and put the next geometry on this sketch that we need to make the final extrusion. Okay, so what you can see now is that the rest of the geometry for this cam has been put into place. And so what that does is to create a situation where we can go ahead and extrude off of the base feature. So I'll go ahead and finish sketch, and I will come in here and hit E for extrude, and I can shift select so that I'm gonna click to hold and then shift and click. And so I've got both of those surfaces. Now, the actual extrusion for the part is it's 0.625 minus 25, which is 0.4. So there is our finished cam. Okay, so here is our base feature. We started with the back, and we'll go ahead and rotate it around so that we can see the front. So I hope that helps you understand. And just to review, the first process that we want in any part is to determine what the base feature is. And again, I think the best way to approach a part like this is to go ahead and to do this, to select this as the base feature, and then to extrude the second thickness. Okay, I hope that helps.